second morning in Luxor. Just finished copying all my transferring all the data from yesterday's temple visit and KARANAK temple visit. Gonna get ready to go out to see Valley of the Kings and Valley of the Queens. And yesterday we had a very nice guide telling us all about the KARANAK temple, and today he's meeting us at Valley of the Kings. Well, we hope. We haven't contacted him this morning, but he was very, very knowledgeable and very patient and explaining to us and answering our questions. So yeah, we're looking forward to having him guide us again through the two temples that we're going to see. Tonight we booked to go to the light show at the KARANAK temple, so we're going to get picked up at 6:30 from the hotel. We're traveling to Cairo by train tomorrow, so we thought we'd go and check out the train station. So on the way back we ended up seeing an Egyptian wedding and an Egyptian bride. Egyptian wedding seems to be quite a big affair. There were loads of people, lots of minibuses with kids and families out for the wedding. There seems to be two ferries crossing. One comes and one goes. That one's just arrived, people getting off. And we're going to get on this one and go across. It costs 5 Egyptian pounds to go across on the ferry. There is a mountain range in the background. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. It's barely visible because of the smoke. Our guide Mahmud organized a taxi for us, and he came to pick us up from the station, from the ferry terminal, and now we're going to go to Valley of the Kings.
Of the Old Kingdom, during the Old Kingdom, they built their tomb with a pyramid shape at Giza. You know the pyramid?
Yeah.
It's just a tomb. And this hug, too big construction, were too obvious, too huge to serve the purpose of the tomb in being robbed by the tomb robbers. Then the Pharaoh of the Middle Kingdom period, 4,000 years ago, realized that their grandfather of the Old Kingdom built their tomb with a pyramid shape, and they were too huge, too hug to serve the purpose of the tomb being built. So they built their tombs also with a pyramid shape, but they were smaller than their grandfather tombs, and also they had as many passages and corridors inside the tomb to mislead tomb robbers.
Okay.
But also that idea didn't work as well. The robbers were too smart to get. So finally, the pharaoh of the new kingdom period, 1500 BC, 3500 years, realized that their grandfather of the old kingdom, kingdom, and so on. So they chose this area to hide their tombs.
Oh my word, this tomb is so well preserved inside. It's amazing. All the colors are still there. It's extremely steep and extremely deep. They don't let you take any movies or photos inside. Well, they do, but they charge you a hell of a lot of money for doing that. It was a long way down, but it's definitely worth it. If you came to Egypt and didn't see anything but this, it would be worthwhile. It is quite amazing inside. The tomb of Ramesses III is even more amazing than the previous one we saw. It's even more well preserved. It's not as deep and it's not that steep, but it's a lot easier to go down and come back up. We are heading into Ramesses the fourth temple. Apparently this one is very well preserved as well, but as with any other temples, we won't be able to take any movies inside. In Egypt, we're ending up with a lot of euros because this guy has been getting tips in the coins, but he can't change the coins at exchange. They would only accept notes, they won't accept coins, so we're helping him out by exchanging his coins for money. We are at the Temple of Hatshepsut, and out of all the sycamore trees, there's 2 stumps of the trees survived.
Purifying by the sacred water, the one who purified Queen Hatshepsut. In between, here, Amun-Ra gave the child to the god of writers to record her name. Okay? And he announced that Queen Hatshepsut is my daughter. You see, Amun? Give it the child to Tuhud, the god of writers, the god of wisdom.
With the sheep's head.
Yes. Let me show you. It's very clear. Queen Hatshepsut here erased figure behind Anubis. Here he erased his name. Of course, erased it. And he left the name of the god. I-M-N-Ra, M-N-Ra. Here in the front of Amun-Ra, erased figure. In the front of Osiris, the god of the afterlife, erased figure. Here, in between Horus and Nephthys, erased figure. So why he did not erase the figure of Nephthys and Horus? Here, in the front of the offering table and her soul or divine father, here, and you see this vulture hovering over the head of Queen Hatshepsut. He left the vulture and he left. It is very clear who, behind this scheme, of course, it moves the fair.
So this is the food offering
yes.
for the god?
And Hatshepsut offering this table, splendid table, before her father Amun-Ra, erased figure. In the next part or section, you will see the same. That Hatshepsut offering in front of Anubis, the god of the mummification, jackal head, erased figure. See, as you see decorated with bright stars in a blue background represented the sky. and looks like a machine, waves in, Amen, okay? He left the name of the god and erased the rest of the name. Min Hatshepsut. Okay? He's literally here in the front of Anubis, the vulture once again. Houses and Somalia. See, it's just a hut, and this is the entrance, even by staircases.
That's how they go in the house in Somalia?
Yes, yeah, another hut. Property.
Oh, because it's only off the ground. Okay.
Yeah. You see, no fish looks like the other, as if you watch National Geography. Only ships, and here you can see the soldiers or the workers loading the goods to the ship. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is Bariho, the king of Somalia, and here one of the Somalian leader, receiving or like say welcome to the Egyptian army and to the Egyptian leader. And the Egyptian leader in front of a heap of gold, silver, It is like me and trading. Or maybe trade. Go and different kind of fish.
Plant, it's water plant. Need always water to be irrigated, grow until 3 meters high. Okay?
This one grows 30 meters high.
3 meters.
3
not
meters.
7
3 meters.
But 3 meter high papyrus is not for making the paper during the ancient time. That's been using for making the boat.
Boat.
Yes,
Boat, yeah.
sailing boat.
Sailing, yeah.
Why? Because it's become like a wood, very strong. And not heavy at all. So it sails very fast over the river. Papyrus has a flower look like the sunrise, and the stem has a pyramid shape like a pyramid, you see? For those two reasons, it was believed in ancient time it's a holy plant, belonged to the goddess Ra, the sun god, because of the flower, where it's raised like a sun, and because of the stem, where it has a pyramid shape. When it is 1 meter high, this is the only plant where we can use it for make the paper out of it.
All right.
Not the 3 meters,
Not
not,
3
the 2 meters.
So when it's young,
Exactly.
then you
It's
can.
flexible.
So you have to cut it
Yes,
when it's
exactly.
one.
Take this outer green bark out like this way. During the ancient time, they was using this green bark for making sandals, baskets, carpet, the aids from the sun by
So
waving
they didn't
them.
waste it.
No, not at all. By waving them. The inside part where it's important, we make the strips of the knife, about 3 millimeters thick each one, like this way. It is very easy to break in one of those. Why? Because it has a lot of water inside. That's why I let you know it's a water plant. This plant is water plant. But we're going to roll them to take off the waters and broke the fibers like this way. See? After we're rolling them and take off the water, we will see the difference. It's become
Harder.
very strong and fixable. But before we roll it, we just easy to break.
Oh,
Water makes such a difference.
We leave it 4 days in water here.
Uh-huh.
In 4 days, it change the color, but they're getting slimy and sticky. There is nature glue will come out of the strips. Then we start to make them first horizontal layers like this way, overlapping behind each other about 2 millimeters like this way. We have to finish them all horizontal,
yes.
all, and then we make the second one vertical, 2 layers. So now you know, not wave, not at all.
not to weave.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like this. Then we cover them with another carpet. During the ancient time, they have no carpet like this.
Yes.
They was using 2 pieces of linen in this table. Linen. Then we press them under this press for 1 week, 7 days. In ancient time also, they have no presses like this. They was using 2 heavy flat stone to press them. If you look together to one where it's really dry in 1 week time, can see the horizontal and vertical lines. This paper, sir, is the first paper have done in history. Lasts for 4,500 years until today, without chemical, without anything. Why? Because this is nature glue comes out of the strip. You can roll like this one, follow so it doesn't break and never cut. And still done with the same way of ancient time, except we have no plastics, we have no presses. This is the same way of ancient time until today, from 4,500 years. When the paper is ready like this, then we paint it here. Each one here has a story. I'm not painting from our mind. I'm not allowed to do something from my mind. You know? Because this is all recorded in the tombs and temples and museums.
So you can only do that.
Exactly. This is one of the very interesting story. You know where is this one? It's in the British Museum in London in Papyrus.
Okay.
It's called the Final Judgment.
Final Judgment.
In the ancient time, they believe if somebody died, they make him a judge to see if he's a good man or a bad man.
Yes.
Here is the 14 goddess or the judge. They asking 14 questions for the god of death, Annie. Annie offering for them fruit and fring in front. 7 they believe his answer. That's why they have a key of life. And 7 they didn't believe his answer. That's why Anubis, god of mummification, weighing the heart against the feather of justice. If the heart is heavy, so it means he's a bad person. Then the god of wisdom in writing, he write down he's a bad person and give order to Sobek to eat the heart, and that's mean he never turned to life again. But the feather was heavy, that's why Horus take him to the paradise. It was Osiris, the god of paradise, and his wife Isis, and her sister Nephthys, the god of magic. Okay, this is the paradise. This is the double cartouches where we do the names and holographics for a man and wife, sister and brother, boyfriend and girlfriend, like the ancient Egyptian king and queen of ancient time, where they bought their cartouches. This is here one of the very interesting story also. This is the sky goddess Nut. In ancient time they was believed if the stars were going to fall down to the earth, were going to destroy the life. But she making like this with her body and she protecting the people from the stars. So if the stars fall down, they will die. And that's she protecting them. And she swallowed the sun through her body for the night times and give birth the next 12 hours the daytime.
We've just been dropped off by our guide, Mahmud. He looked after us really well. I'll put his number in the description because he speaks really well English, and he's very, very reasonable as well for Egyptian standards. And we're gonna go take a ferry back to the east side, and then go and have a little rest before we have to go to the light and sound show. Picked up to go to the sound and light show at KARANAK Temple. I've seen lots of people come in coaches and buses, but we've got a private car come to pick us up, which is really nice. And the Luxor temple gets lit up at night. It looks really beautiful, and it's open till late.
In this house of the Father, each pharaoh thought of himself as a son and wished to leave his mark upon it.
Each added, superimposed, overdid, outdid, through a span of 20 centuries.
The result is this fabulous labyrinth of facades and passages, esplanades and corridors, perspectives and detours, to which only priests and pharaoh had access.
We just finished with our light and sound show, and it was absolutely amazing. I would thoroughly recommend that. We booked it online, and it's cheaper than booking at the ticket office here, and you get picked up at the hotel as well. It's not completely an hour because they start a show at the hour every hour, and for quite a lot of the beginning you have to be standing as well, so do be prepared for that. Tomorrow we go to Cairo by a AC1 train, so we'll leave Luxor by the 12:30 train and we'll get to Cairo at 10 o'clock. So I'll see you in the morning. Good night.